What's up YouTube, it's Paradios91 here, and today I present to you my Traptrix deck. Yes, this deck is actually one of my favorites. It's actually my second strongest deck, to be perfectly honest. Like right up there with my empty jar. This is a really fun deck. It can be pretty competitive, but this is also a deck that, you know, it wouldn't be by yours truly unless I give it my own little twist. Now, I've seen a lot of Traptrix renditions on how it's supposed to be played. I love them, but I just had to put in, you know, my own little take on it as well. So, let's dive in, shall we? First off, we're running the most obvious one, my lover, Traptrix Mermelio, at 3. Because this is the main searcher of the deck. This is the one when it's normal summoned, you get to add a trap hole card to your hand. More than likely, it's bottomless. And when she's special summoned, it becomes an automatic MST. You need the 3 because it's mandatory at 3. Especially with the new support that will be coming out in Primal Origins, Traptrix TO. I cannot wait for that. But for the time being, this is what we have, and so far it's doing well, and it will survive until Primal Origins is released. Next, we're running 3 Traptrix Atrax. This is somewhat of a hand trap in and of itself when it's on the field, because literally you activate traps from your hand. Well, actually, trap hole traps from your hand, but aside from it, it's okay. It's actually really good. It surprises your opponent. And with Mermelio here, you can just search it out, unless you already have it on the hand, in which case Traptrix will just take care of it. But nonetheless, I love Atrax. She's got a higher attack than Mermelio, and she can fend off herself for like the first turn. And Atrax is cool. Yeah, we're not running Nepenthes in here. I think that's how you pronounce it, because she's a plant. If we're gonna be adding plants in here, I gotta get a Lone Fire Blossom. Which case I don't know when I'll get it, but when TL comes out, I will. So let's continue on. Running 2 Beatrons. With the deck plays how it's going for it, Beatron is actually really great, especially with whatever face-up spell or trap you got on the field. You can just send it to the graveyard, and here comes Mermelio. In which case it will trigger her effect. Beatron is better at 2, because it comes off at the right time. You add it to your hand, or you draw it to your hand at the perfect time. Because there's a lot of stuff that you want to return back to your hand. Sometimes you just want to keep recycling. You're going to be needing 3 Mist Valley Falcons. That, and it's a 2k beater. It's really useful. That way you don't get to, you know, lose that many hand resources. And in which case, he will be more than happy to help you out. He'll be more than happy to lend you a hand, if you will. Like I said, this is my rendition of the deck. And, well, if you guys know me, I'm a big Exceed player. With that being said, I just had to run 3 Kage-Tokages. Because sometimes running any one of these guys here is just not enough. Like when you normal summon it, you're going to bring out Kage-Tokage from your hand. And you're going to need a rank 4 Exceed to fend off whatever your opponent has in store for you. I know it gives off a lot of hand advantage, but I really do need it, especially in this deck. With the build that I'm going for, it's mandatory. Not every deck uses it. Not every build is a fan of Kage-Tokage with it, but I prefer to use it. 1 Thunder King. Sometimes you can't really search for it, but at the same time you want to punish your opponent as well. You don't want them to search. And if they do summon, well then, yeah, good luck with that. Last 2 monsters, 2 Maxis. I was running this in a different deck, but I had to run it in here. That and the fact that these guys are expensive. Even, yeah, these are from the tins. So, yeah, 2 is okay. We need them, 2. What we need at 3 is going on with the spells, which is Verdant Sanctuary. Because our Traptrix are insects, this is the main searcher here aside from Mermelio. Mermelio just searches out the trap holes. This searches out the insects. And since we're running on I think 6? No. We're running on 10 insects. Yeah, we're running 10 insects, and when 1 is dead, we get 1 back into the hand from the deck. Perfect search card, and it's good bait for Beatron. 2 dualities. Like, yeah, I'm running Kage-Tokage in here, and it does well run Exceed summoning. But at the same time, you really do need dualities in order to get what you need. Especially when you can't draw it into it a lot quicker. 2 MSCs, mandatory to the deck. 1 Dark Hole, and Book of Moon. Now we're running a whole lot of traps in here, so I'm gonna try to get through them as fast as I can. I'm running a lot of them at 2s because you know I love running so much stuff at 2. I might run this at 3 though, which is Save Zone. You can use it on your own monsters, but I prefer to use it on my opponent's monsters. That way they will not be able to attack me directly, because keep in mind, we're running more traps than we're running monsters in here. And yeah, with Sky on the field, you can just send it away, Beatron, your opponent's monster goes bye-bye too, Mermelio comes back, and there goes one of your opponent's spells and traps. That's a strategy that I just love trolling people with, because you know, PD is such a troll. Also, we're running 2 Phoenix Chains. I might bump it up to 3. This is one that I'm actually considering using it at 3. But for now, I'm using it at 2. Also, I forgot to mention, I might run Save Zone at 3 as well. But like I said, 2 seems to be doing okay. Until I can get a 3rd one, stuck with 2. And plus, I already know what I'm going to be doing once I get the 3rd one for each of them. 2 Call the Haunted, same reason, Beatron Bait. Also, Mermelio special summoning. What more could you need? 2 Void Trap Holes. We're going to need a lot more Trap Holes, especially with the fact that I'm not running the Traptrix Trap Hole Nightmare. I took it out. It was slowing me down a little bit. But yeah, we're going to be needing 3 of these. Maybe, but I'm running 2 for now. Let's see. Sorry about that. Okay, we're going on here with 2 regular Trap Holes. Surprisingly, it does help out. You'd be amazed of how many times, if you really pay attention, you'll be amazed how many times your opponent does normal summon in the end. And the last 4 traps, which are the common staples to the deck, or any deck in particular: 1 Bottomless, 1 Compulse, Solemn Warning, and 1 Torrential. Now, going on to the extra deck, of course we're going to be running in 1 King of the Feral Imps, with the Kagato Kages we're running, we're only going to be needing 1. You already have 3, you don't need to search for, any more. You don't need any more than just that one. Running 1 Cowboy to rank 4 heavy deck, so yeah. We're going to be seeing a lot of rank 4 exceeds in here. Steel Swarm Roach, Maestroke, Diamond Dyer, Utopia. Photon Butterfly Assassin, number 85, Crazy Box. That's attack. This one, number 44, Sky Pegasus, Black Ship, and these last 2 are actually my favorites. They're actually really fun to pull off in this deck, which is Byline to Sigma and number 104, Masquerade. I love these 2. This one can mill, and it can stop your opponent's monsters from activating their effects. That and also burns 800 if they do decide to do it. And Violent to Sigma, it's Violent to Sigma. It can equip an opponent's monster to itself, and not only that, it can also destroy another monster with the same attribute as the one that's equipped with. So yeah, that's my Traptrix deck. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, everyone. Go ahead and give it a like, subscribe, comment, do whatever you can to it, because I actually, like I said in all my other vids, I would love to hear your suggestions on how to make it any better. So I cannot wait to take this with me to locals. I'm already perfecting it as much as I can, and I'm just excited for it. Thanks for watching, everyone. This is Parodius91, and it's lights out.